missed my mouth. Great way to start the live. Completely missed my mouth. Let's try that again. I don't understand how I missed my mouth with the straw. With the straw is crazy. Completely missed. Welcome in, everybody. Today we're going to be talking about choosing poison. Let me get my lip gloss on. But today we're going to be talking about choosing poison and how processed foods are throwing off your body and putting them in putting your body in constant distress. So I'm going to try not to move my chair around because I noticed that I'm starting to get in the habit of me just moving myself around the room because I'm in a wheelie chair. But we're going to be talking about choosing poison. And understanding the fact that these processed foods, all of these toxic foods that are full of fillers, additives, they're not supporting you. And then you're eating all these sugary snacks combined with the meals that you eat that are not supporting your body and not becoming insulin resistant, because you are spiking your insulin every single time you eat a meal because you're not getting the appropriate amount of proteins. You're not getting the appropriate amount of nutrients in the meal that keeps your insulin at a level space, so you don't have the insulin spike when you're eating. And so you have to understand that every single time you're reaching from your sugary snack for fast food meals, for these quick meals that are at these chain restaurants, you are choosing to poison your body without even really knowing it. If you truly do not understand that these foods are poisonous to your body, they're toxic, then you don't even realize what you're doing. And you have to start to educate yourself and to reprogram your mind, reparent the habits that you have. Because just because you have a habit that is not supporting you and you've had it all your life does not mean you have to stick with that habit. You have to understand that you can easily reprogram your brain. You can easily reprogram your eating habits. If you are having issues with weight fluctuation, if you're having issues with weight management, if you're having issues with you supporting yourself with food, if you're having issues with overeating, all of that can be changed. All of that changed for me. I was having all of those issues. I learned how to reprogram or reparent my habits that were unhealthy to healthy ones. It's all the matter of, what do you want for yourself? Do you want to be healthy? Do you want to be supporting your body? Or do you just want to keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results, when you know that it's going to lead you down the path of being insulin resistant, diabetic, having heart disease, having high blood pressure, PCOS, fibroids, cysts, infertility issues? It's going to lead you to sitting here having heart disease. You know it leads you down this path, yet you keep doing the same thing. You know the fact that if you eat X, Y, and Z and you do it for long periods of time, because the evidence is there, that you are going to develop diseases and illnesses. Because your grandma, your great-grandma, your parents, your aunt, your uncle, they're all the proof that illnesses. Because your grandma, your great-grandma, your parents, your aunt, your uncle, they're all the proof that it's the proof that when everybody does the same thing, you are going to get the same results. It's literally the exact opposite definition of insanity, because you know and you realize that and you accept it, versus you sitting there doing the same thing but expecting a different result. That's the definition of insanity. So if you realize that you're doing the same thing, you're going down the same path, and you don't care, okay, great. You have a realization moment and you know where you're going. But it's for the people that sit there and act like, oh my goodness, I don't know what's happening. Why did my body do this? You're literally sitting there trying to figure out how you got here. But your habits are telling every step of the way of how you got here. You cannot act ignorant. You literally have the knowledge. You have the say-so. You have the how. You have the steps to start changing your lifestyle outside of diet culture, because diet culture does not support you. It's the matter of, what do you want to do? Do you have the mindset of, I can never change, my body can't heal, I don't know how to do this, I won't be able to do this, ew, I won't do that, that sounds gross? Or do you have the mindset of, let me figure out a solution because I deserve better, because I love my body enough to know that I deserve better. I love my body enough to say, hey, I'm not going to keep poisoning you just because a sugary snack tastes so good, just because I love going to McDonald's, just because I love going to Burger King. When are you going to sit back and realize the fact that the harsh reality is the fact that you have not been eating correctly all of your life? You have been misled. Generations before you have been misled. And these systems that we have in place, far as these officials that approve all of these laws, don't care about you. They approve the poison that is in your food. They approve the loopholes that they allow to keep happening, knowing that these companies can put on a product that it doesn't have any dairy in it, but then put on the back that it does have dairy in it. And I'm posting a video today after this live that is going to prove to you, if you have not followed me, go ahead and follow me, that is going to prove to you how they can legally lie to you in marketing. And they can get away with it. Because legal and right are not the same thing. Legal and lawful are two different things. So you have to understand the fact that if you are just now coming to this realization, you have been conditioned to do the habits that you have. So how are you going to change that conditioning? How are you going to reprogram and reparent? How are you going to support your body in healing? Transformation starts with you changing. It does not have to be a big, huge change. You don't have to all of a sudden quit doing every single toxic thing that you have in your life. But making the small little changes are going to allow your body to, one, reset itself. Two, start healing because you release the block. And three, I said in two again. And three, you're going to start realizing that you never had healthy habits in the beginning. You never had true healthy habits that allow you to heal. You just had managing habits. Everybody is managing the way that they are. But when you start to change the lifestyle and change the habits that you have, you realize that you're released from the block of not being able to heal. And it's easy for you to do so. So 3 days into a whole food plant-based transition, and I feel myself going to the bathroom more. That's going to happen because you're flushing, you're resetting, that's your body resetting. And a lot of people also don't understand that if you were drinking more water, for people, not saying that's your thing, but for people that drink a whole lot of water and they go back and forth to the bathroom and this is their regular schedule, you have to understand that your body is flushing and it's not holding on to that water and you're not getting hydrated on a cellular level. I talked about this in a past live, I think probably a couple of weeks ago. You can go check it out about hydration on a cellular level, and it's all posted on my YouTube. I post all my past lives on YouTube. If you have not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. And so understand the fact that if you are going to the bathroom constantly and you do this on a regular of drinking a whole lot of water and constantly going to the bathroom, or you're going to the bathroom middle of the night because you're literally feeling like you're constantly peeing and going, your body is flushing. And at a certain point, the flushing is not good. In the beginning, yes, you should be doing a whole lot of going to the bathroom, a whole lot of flushing. But after a certain amount of time, it's to the point where it's like, okay, why is this hydration not staying in my body? Because your body's made of so much water. Your cells need so much water. Your brain needs so much water. So it should be holding on to a lot of that water content. And if it's not, it's because you're not getting cellular hydration. And if you want to learn how, I have a previous video on what you need to do and what you need to start doing, foods that give you cellular hydration. It's on my YouTube. But if you are tapped into the fact that you need accountability, you need more support overall because you have more questions like that, I do have one-on-ones and I have a program that you can tap into, both with Klarna Affirm or Afterpay. You can check that out, link in my bio. You said cheese has you in a chokehold. I have a plant-based recipe for you to be able to make a plant-based cheese, plant-based queso, for you to make plant-based meals. You can get away from that. I had a cheese addiction. I was so obsessed with cheese. I literally made broccoli cheddar soup last night from scratch. Super easy. Not hard at all. You can get away from it. It took me some time. It takes time, but you can get away from that cheese addiction because you have to realize the additives and fillers in the cheese is what's making you addicted. You're not actually addicted to the cheese. Thanks for the follows, guys. You're addicted to the additives and fillers in the cheese because they literally put different type of chemicals in cheese to make you crave it more. They also add a different type of additives and preservatives in it, which throws off your chemical balance. Thank you for the follows, guys. Hello, what's up, what's up? And so you have to understand that, like, there's an agenda against your health. You said, I need to hear this. I pray that I get disciplined. I will subscribe to your YouTube. You will get disciplined. Even just getting all of my free content, you will get disciplined. But if you need accountability and you need, thanks for these gifts. If you need accountability and you need support, and you need that help of, okay, I need to learn how do you do this? How do you stay this way? How do you sustain the lifestyle? How do you do X, Y, and Z and break it down completely? That's what my program does for you. It gives you the accountability and support with working with me, the one-on-ones that we have, the app that we use in between so you have contact with me whenever you have questions or you need instant help. We also do our program where, in our program, we also have where you learn how to cook plant-based meals. You learn how to support yourself with sustainable products that have non-toxic ingredients that are going to give you your body wash, your mouthwash, your toothpaste. It's going to give you ways to wash your clean your home, wash your clothes. And then you also get sustainable products for you to get away from these prescriptions and medications, but you to learn how to make your own tinctures, learn how to make your own medications, learn how to make your own tinctures and medicines, so you don't have to depend on medications and prescriptions because they're not supporting you in healing. And so you have to understand that, like, you have literally been programmed to poison yourself. They use, is the program linked? Yes, all of it is. All of it is linked in my bio. Every single product and service that I have, you can get a Klarna, Affirm, and Afterpay. You have to understand that, first of all, if you are not ready to get in that program, then that is going to be a rude awakening for you, and you don't need to tap in. But if you are ready for a change, if you are ready for accountability, and you're ready for the strategy that allowed me to be here 4 years into my lifestyle, 4 years, and I will not be going back, then that program is for you. Because if you are ready for a change, that will allow you to walk into 2025. By 2025, you'll already be healing. You'll already be making your own products. You'll already know how to support your body. You'll already know every single thing that you need going into 2025. So then by 2030, you will not be in this category of people that are profiting off of you. You won't be in this category of people that are not seeing health and wealth, and they're seeing that the fact that they're profiting off of them, because they're projecting that by 2030, they're going to make over $1 trillion off of you being obese and diabetic. Society is going to be that obese and diabetic. They're going to make $1 trillion profit in the US alone. So when you look at that statistic and you realize the fact that people are too busy focused on convenience, quick grabs, quick foods, quick meals, quick, it makes a whole lot of sense how they're going to make that money. It makes a whole lot of sense how that projection is going to come true. And they've programmed us to be in this mindset of quick, get my quick, convenient. I don't want to cook dinner. What's quick and easy? I don't want to do this. What's quick and easy? I know fast food is quick and easy. Chain restaurants are quick and easy. But you have to understand that it can be quick and easy in your home. I literally made that broccoli cheddar soup last night. I think it took me 10 minutes or less. Like, I had to wash the broccoli beforehand, obviously. But literally, all it was blend my cheese up how I do it, which is in my plant-based cookbook if you don't know. And it's also linked in my bio, simple and easy. But I break everything down in my plant-based cookbook of how you do it. It's plenty of mix and match meals. Boom, you do that. You make your cheese. I made my cheese. I added different ingredients in it to make it taste like cheddar. Now I have my cheddar. Now I have everything that I need for the soup part. All I did was add broccoli in it, add some peppers in it, and I had broccoli cheddar soup last night. Simple, super easy. I have 3 mason jars of cheese now, all from one recipe of prep. All you have to do is set yourself up for success. Start changing small little habits. And that's what I teach you in the program, how easy it is to literally start reprogramming your mind so it becomes a second thought. Because my thought wasn't, oh my goodness, I have to make cheese. I have to prep the broccoli. I have to do this. I have to do this. My thought was, I want broccoli cheddar soup tonight. How can I make this quick and easy? Oh, I know. I'm going to go ahead and prep the cheese so I have it soaking for the majority of the day. And then when I get ready, which was like 6 o'clock to cook, I was like, oh, it's going to take me about 10 minutes just to throw this in the pot and leave it boiling. And I let it boil for like probably an hour or 2. I just left it on the pot. I was out doing my different things around the house, taking a shower, everything else, all while my food was sitting there ready and prepped. The meals that I give you in that plant-based cookbook are beginner friendly, and they support you in not only supporting your body and learning how you can get your nutrients easily, but also supporting you in seeing how easy it is for you to cook these plant-based meals and how delicious they are, how easy you can mix and match them. It gave me so much creativity from like making these meals in the beginning that has allowed me to stay in this lifestyle, because just those beginners made me realize how easy it is to switch out the different proteins for plant-based, to be like, oh, okay, this protein works in this meal, to change and try different meals that are plant-based, and as well as just understanding the fact that meat does not have to be in your meal for you to enjoy it. Dairy doesn't have to be in your meal for you to enjoy it. And you're truly chemically imbalanced from all the processed foods that you have. Because I used to crave all of these foods in the middle of the night, in the AM, during the day. I would crave hot chips. I'm craving Swedish fish. I'm craving Takis. Like, I'm craving all of this junk all day long. Hungry all day long. Eating all day long. And I'm telling you now, as somebody who rarely ever eats 3 meals a day. Rarely. I don't remember the last time I ate 3 meals a day. And that's just because my body does not crave 3 meals a day anymore. I'm not hungry 3 times a day anymore. I barely eat 2 meals a day. It's usually only one. Yesterday I ate 2 meals because I did eat breakfast. I did eat around like probably 12:30, 1 o'clock. And I usually don't eat until after probably 2-ish. Just because I don't get hungry before then. I used to get hungry all day long. And as well as I made my soup last night because I really wanted some soup. And so with that being said, all of my habits led me here of me not craving all day long, me actually getting nutrients. So I can't even eat like I was beforehand. Like if I truly was like, let me just try to eat all day long like I used to, and see, my body wouldn't be able to handle that because that's too much nutrients. Your body literally tells you when you are balanced and you're actually chemically correct in the brain, your body tells you when you're full. You'll know the signs of when you're full. You understand the fact that when you're burping, it's not to make more room. It's because your body is telling you, hold up, you've eaten enough. It's time for you to take a break, take a breather. It's time for you to give me some space so I can digest, because that burp was you telling me it's time. And a lot of people don't understand that. I didn't understand that. I was an overeater. Like I said, I was eating all day, but I wasn't overeating because like, oh my goodness, I have a void to fill. I was overeating because my body was not getting enough nutrients. So my brain was panicking and saying, hey, you're hungry still because you didn't get what you needed. And so I'm eating a bunch of junk, not realizing the fact that that's the reason how you go over your calorie intake every single day. That's the reason why people have such a struggle with calorie counting, because you're not getting enough nutrients and you're still hungry. Like, let's really break it down, because I'm not hungry. I'm not starving myself. I get what I need, so I'm not hungry all day. And when I am craving and I'm hungry after I eat a meal, I realize, okay, I didn't get everything that I needed. What do I need? Do I need a fruit? Do I need a vegetable? What I gotta add in here? It's a matter of having the mindset around what you are doing to your body, because a lot of us are not realizing the fact that these convenient choices that we are making is causing chaos inside of our body and putting us in fight or flight mode. But it's also sitting there causing us to be insulin resistant. And that insulin resistance is leading us to other health issues, diabetes, high blood pressure, you having Alzheimer's, you getting type 3 diabetes. It's leading you down the path of depending on prescriptions and depending on doctors for the rest of your life. Is that what you want? Is that what you want? If you already are on prescriptions, do you want to be managing a disease for the rest of your life, or do you want to heal from it? Because the lifestyle that I teach you in the program, and I teach you with all of the tips and tricks and tools and strategies that I have, allow people to heal themselves from cancer without ever doing chemo, without doing radiation. They heal themselves from high blood pressure, heart disease. They see their body heal itself from the inside out, because their body is a healing vessel. Your body is a healing vessel. It's the matter of what you are doing currently that is blocking your healing, because majority of society is blocking their healing. That's why we're so unhealthy. That's the reason why they're projecting to make $1 trillion profit off of us being obese and diabetic in a society. There's a reason why they can project that. But then they're coming out with more and more different snacks. They're coming out with all these different additives and fillers to add in your food. They're coming out with all these different Veggios and everything else. They're marketing to you as a healthier alternative that truly is not healthy. They see this health wave that is coming to society, and they're going to try every single way that they can to stop it. I can guarantee that. I can guarantee that. They're also showing you, and they've been telling you, that they are making edible plastic. They've already given you GMOs. So let's just talk about the fact that GMOs are inflammatory. They're toxic to the body. I am plant-based. Yes, I said that already. Thank you. Thank you. They are adding in all of these additives and fillers. They've given you GMOs, which all make you inflamed. And now here they are telling you that they are trying to make you eat plastic. They're saying we have too much plastic. And the solution to get rid of all this plastic, instead of telling companies they're no longer to allow to use the plastic, they have to start using glass materials or whatever else that they can use, paper bags. They're like, hey, you can eat the plastic that we're polluting the earth with. Put it inside of your body. The plastic that does not go away on the earth, does not decompose on its own. You can eat it. You said, I'm just not reading Gina's comment. She says, switch to plant-based almost a year now. No medications, reverse her high blood pressure and her cholesterol. Look at that. Look at that. Okay? Okay, look at that. That's the answer right there. Right there. That's why I said there are so many people with success stories telling you it's easy for you to help your body heal. You can get off of that insulin. You can get off your high blood pressure medicine. I'm here speaking to you as somebody who was dealing with weight fluctuation. I had asthma. I had asthma. I was suffering from knee pain in 5th grade. I developed the asthma in high school. I didn't have asthma in my life. Nobody in my family has asthma. Nobody's asthmatic. I went plant-based and 4 years ago, and in the 4 years, I hadn't used my inhaler. I think the 3-month mark in, I think that was the first time I used my inhaler because it was winter time. I had to go get groceries. I had to walk up a hill. I came back and no, I didn't even use it. Take that back. I didn't even use it. I used a method that my friend had taught me of putting my head in the freezer because she is asthmatic, and she was like, that used to help me because she has been asthmatic all her life. And so she was like, that helps me when I'm just overwhelmed and to get my heart rate down. And so I did what she told me, and I didn't even use my inhaler. I haven't used my inhaler in 4 years. I really just didn't realize it until I said that out loud, because I was like, wait a minute, no, I did use it. No, I didn't. So I have not used my inhaler the whole time that I have been plant-based, the entire time. So when you really break that down and you look at that, and I have no more knee pain. I run, like I can run perfectly fine. I couldn't ever run without a knee brace. When I first started playing sports, I was a very active child. I could not run. I couldn't do any type of sport activity without my knee feeling like it was going to pop out. I was told by my doctor by 22, if I kept playing sports, I was going to have a knee surgery at 22. I was 18, I think, at the time, maybe 17, and she told me by 22 I was gonna have to have a knee surgery. And she suggested that I did not go play college volleyball specifically. And I was like, okay, that's fine. I will take that sacrifice to not have to have a surgery. Now here I am, plant-based, no knee pain, no asthma, no weight fluctuation. I'm solid, I'm stable, I'm fine. And it's all because the foods that I eat. It's all because I choose to get rid of all the crap that was making me toxic, that all the processed foods that will make you sick. You have to get rid of that. You have to let it go. You have to release it. Because if not, these chemicals, these additives, these fillers, these foods that you consider as food is disrupting your chemical balance, your natural chemical balance inside of your body. And that is putting you under stress. That puts your liver into stress, that puts your pancreas into stress, and that puts your gut into stress. These 3 things are key essentials to your hormone balance, your digestion, and you overall filtering out any toxins. So if you're putting it into stress every single day, how do you think you could possibly be healthy? How do you possibly think you can release yourself from developing more diseases and illnesses and issues? You're not just eating to fill your stomach. You're not just eating to fill the void. You're not just eating to fill that hunger that you feel. You are sitting there. You're supposed to be using food as your medicine, and society is not using food as their medicine. Regardless of what they tell you with these studies that they come out with all of these, doctor approved, doctor backing, your body is not designed to heal these, to handle any of these synthetic foods, these synthetic chemicals, all of these additives and fillers, this overload of processed sugar. Your body is not designed to handle that. And when you realize, and the sooner you realize the fact that they can pay doctors to put their label on something to say that it's doctor approved, they can pay them to do that. They are legally allowed. You'll start to really take a step back and question, did they pay this doctor to put the approval on there, or does it actually have approval? A lot of these supplements that you guys take, these powders, they're full of heavy metals, and the supplements aren't even regulated by the FDA. The people love to follow their rules so much. So truly, these supplements that you take could not even have what they say on the label because they're not regulated. And so you're depending on a supplement for something. You're depending on all of these different powders and medications and prescriptions, when you could just use food as your medicine and learn how to correctly heal your body. Could you only imagine if you don't have that supplement? Can you only imagine if you can't afford your prescription? You have poor eating habits already. You've never changed your lifestyle. And imagine if you're diabetic and you can no longer afford your insulin. Could you only imagine if your care provider says we no longer have any in stock, you have to go through your insurance company, and your insurance company can contact different places, and your insurance company says you have the lowest grade of our tiers, we can't help you here. Now you're sitting here looking, well, who do I find to help me? How do I heal? What do I do with this insulin resistance that I have, that now that I'm diabetic and I have to have my insulin? And you have no answers because you don't know what to do, because you never thought about the fact that your body is a healing vessel and you have to change your habits in order to heal. I'm somebody who is sitting in front of your face that's telling you all you have to do is change your lifestyle and do it correctly and get away from diet culture, and you can heal. But it's going to be 2030 and they're going to be in this $1 trillion profit. They're going to be in that margin of paying these people $1 trillion. And they're going to be looking around like, I don't know what to do, in distress. When there's your answer right there. Start to make small little changes. Get into the education that is free for you to have, whether it's you researching or for you to check out all the free content that I give you, or get the accountability, the structure, and the strategies that you need by tapping into that program and booking a one-on-one with me separately, so that you can figure out what the step is for you to start. But that program is your walkthrough, step by step, to get you in the lifestyle. By the end of that program, you will have the sustainability that you won't have any questions about being plant-based. You'll know everything that you need to know. So you won't have any stumbling blocks, because I had a lot of stumbling blocks in the beginning. The first 3 months, I thought I was vegan. I categorized myself as vegan. I was eating vegan products. I was not eating any Beyond or Impossible meat. I knew from the beginning that was a bunch of crap. But I was eating these vegan products, not realizing that they can lie to you on the label, as well as the fact that they are still going to make you toxic because they have a bunch of soy and other additives and fillers inside of them. Realize the fact that you are forcing your pancreas to work overtime. You're forcing your blood sugar levels to spike every single day with the foods that you're eating, and you're also wearing your body down. People are not realizing, and nobody is really looking into the fact that coroners are doing autopsies on bodies. These coroners are doing autopsies on bodies, and they're seeing the fact that people's organs are aged internally 3 times in their external age. That means that your organs are working double to triple time, to the point where they're aging you on the inside more than what you are on the outside. Do you not realize that's internal stress? We know what external stress looks like, but do you realize that that is internal distress? That means your body is so stressed out and working overtime every single day that you are internally aging your organs. Do you think that's healthy? We wonder why the rate of the mortality rate is going up. We wonder why people are leaving this earth early and earlier. People aren't living as long. There's your answer. You can't outlive your organs that you live to function with. Like, they tell you that you can remove your gallbladder because it's nothing, that it doesn't really have any essential functions. You can live without it. But they don't tell you that your gallbladder is a part of your hormone regulation. They don't tell you that that's a big part of your hormone regulation. It connects, I don't know if it connects directly but either which way, the hormone gene, not the hormone gene, the hormone artery, that's what I was thinking, the hormone artery that is in your brain that I cannot think of right now at this moment. But when I think of the word, because it comes to me and leaves me, because it's such a, like, who uses that word? The nerve ending is connected to your gallbladder. People's gallbladders are not regulated. People get gallbladder surgery and get them removed. That's the reason why people have issues with their gallbladder, because your hormones are not regulated. Your body's in distress. Distress leaks out through your organs, your bloodstream. It literally coats every part of your body. When you're externally stressed, overworked, you know how it looks externally. It leaks all over your body. You look tired. You feel tired. You're fatigued. You feel overworked. You feel run down. Your bones hurt. Your muscles tighten. You literally have cramps. So internally, can you only imagine what it's looking like internally in your systems? How your blood is probably not flowing as fast as it needs to or it could be. Think about how you're choosing poison every single day and what the long-term effect looks like. And that long-term effect is diseases, it's illnesses, it's mental fog, fatigue, you not having any clarity, you being anxious, you having panic attacks. That's distress. That's distress. So are we going to connect the dots of what this distress truly is doing to your body, what it's doing to you, and what you don't have to go through? It's all about the fact that, are you going to change your health for the better, or are you just going to keep doing what you do? Just keep doing the same thing, expecting different results. So many people are scared of changing, and they're scared of a healthy lifestyle because they're addicted to the chemicals, they're addicted to the food, because it literally rewires your brain. But truly, the scary part isn't the fact that you're not going to be able to eat the foods that you love. The scary part is getting over the thought of changing. That's the scariest part, getting over the thought. Because when you start doing, you'll start to realize there are so many different snacks out here that don't poison you. You don't have to eat this crappy Fiber One bar in your what is it called, your salads every single day in order for you to be healthy and be plant-based. I eat a salad when I want to. I don't ever eat a Fiber One bar because I get plenty of fiber from the food that I eat. I don't have to eat Fiber One bars. I don't have to supplement. I don't take supplements. I rarely take a tincture. I have tinctures, but I rarely take them because I don't get sick. It's the matter of what you're doing to your body that leads you either into stress or it leads you to health, healing, prosperity. You have to renew your mind when it comes to what you think is normal, what you think is healthy, what diet culture is. Just like Romans 12:2, daily renew your mind, change your mindset around things, get what is pleasing and pleasing to the Most High and what makes Him happy, what brings peace into this world, and realize the fact that we have an agenda against us. So it's time for you to reprogram the way that you think. It's time for you to stop sitting there doing what they want you to do and being some type of cog in a machine. Stop just following the trend of what is normal. Because what's normal has led us here. We think it's normal for people to be overweight. We think it's normal for everybody to be unhealthy. We think it's normal for nobody to know how to take care of their body and heal. We think it's normal to go back and forth to the doctor, get surgeries, get things removed from your body, get a hysterectomy, have fibroids and cysts, and use birth control to fix it when it's not going to fix it. We think it's normal to manage a disease every single day for the rest of our lives. That's not normal. What's normal is you realizing the fact that your body is a healing vessel and learning how to help your body heal. And for the ones that are ready to change, they're ready for the truth, they're ready to shift their lifestyle, they're ready to get in the mindset of, I will not be in this $1 trillion profit by 2030 that they're projecting to have, and be in this agenda of what they are doing with this 2030 agenda, then you'll realize the fact that you have constantly been poisoning your body and you don't deserve that treatment. And you're going to realize that you can prevent all of this. It's okay. Because the truth is, doing everything that everybody else is doing in society that deems as normal is not preventing the damage that you are doing from these foods that you consider as food that you are eating. So you have to change. Don't wait until your body starts breaking down or you already are on prescriptions, and don't sit there and wait until all of a sudden it's 2025, 2030 and you're looking, oh my goodness, I don't know what to do. You can live medication free. You can get away from all these doctor's visits. You can have your little annual visit of you going in, making sure everything's okay. You can get diagnosed with something. That does not mean you have to take a prescription and a medication for the rest of your life. You find the solution of, okay, how did I get here? Figure out what habits have led you here. And then get to the solution of, how do I change my habits? Because obviously that habit is not supporting me. Figure out what foods allow you to heal. Figure out what you need, what you're lacking. They tell you that you're iron deficient. You know, okay, so I need some iron. They tell you you're developing anemia. Okay, so I need some iron. Instead of taking iron pills, why not find natural iron? Why not realize that you can eat the iron that you need? You haven't been and you need to be. Because that gives you more than just iron. When you're eating what you need to be eating for nutrients from fruits and vegetables, you do realize it's not just you eating this fruit or eating this vegetable. You're only going to get vitamin C from this orange. But you get vitamin C, you get fiber, you get water, you get a different amount of content in each thing. So it's not just one thing. I do offer one-on-ones. The link is in my bio. I do have one-on-ones. Yes, you can book one-on-ones. I do that. And the one-on-ones, you get a strategy session with me. So we go and we talk about what habits you have currently. If you have any illnesses or diseases, we talk about that. You are so welcome. We talk about the illnesses and diseases that you have going on. What is good, like what habit you have, or rather, we talk about what you have going on that's concerning you to get to the root cause of the habit that has led you here, and then expand from there in that call. And then if you really are needing the support, I do have where we can go through pantry audits, but that is extra. You can get pantry audits. We can make you a whole like list plan outside of that, depending on what you need. I think we do that anyway. Honestly, I think we're probably going to end up doing that anyway, because it just supports so many different clients. Making that whole like list of agenda of, okay, breaking it down. I like to eat hot chips every day, so I go get my Cheetos, and breaking it down of, okay, well, let's limit it to this, and let's start adding in this, if that makes sense. We do a lot of that kind of situation. So I know I have people that come to me about like heart disease, high blood pressure. I have people come to me about diabetes. So it's just depending on what you need. Like if you just need healthier eating habits, that will support you. So it's kind of just like we have to get a feeler in the call so I can know exactly how to support you specifically for that, because the program breaks all of that down, like point blank period. But just that one phone call, it's a matter of figuring out like, what do you need from me right now at this moment that can get you started today. So for anybody that is feeling like your body is in constant distress and you're just on survival mode, you can get rid of that. If you feel like you're fatigued all the time, if you feel like you're tired and sluggish and you just cannot get through the day, you can get rid of all of that. It's just a matter of the habits that you have. And so the way that you live impacts your health or it hurts it. So what are you choosing? And for everybody that's in here, before I close out and end, I would take any questions that you have. And if you have any questions, please drop them down in the comments. If you have any questions that you do not want to ask in front of others, or you feel uncomfortable, or you think about it after the live is over, you can always DM me. My DMs are always open. And if any of my links do not work when you click them, first, go out, click it again, and see if it works, because usually that works. And if it doesn't, DM me and I will send you the link directly, because sometimes that happens. I don't know why you have to double click it, but it happens. Just go out, click it again, and it'll work. But like I said, you can go grab my plant-based cookbook. You can grab my program, book a one-on-one with me. All of them, you can get it with Klarna, Affirm, or Afterpay. They will all support you in resetting your body. The program will support you in getting nutritious meals, learning how to make your own sustainable products, as far as medications, as far as all the things that you need for body wash, bath wash, toothpaste, all of that, like making everything that you need to live chemical free, and how I do it for myself so I don't expose myself to a bunch of chemicals every single day. Because we have a whole lot of chemicals in our life that are disrupting our hormones, and we don't realize it. We have a whole lot of foods that disrupt our hormones. And so that's the reason why, especially as women, because I have a lot of women that come to me, a lot of women that follow me. We are the main targets when it comes to, especially women of color, fibroids, cysts, infertility issues, because it's attacking our womb. When our hormones are dysregulated, it attacks our womb. It attacks our lymphatic system. That's the reason why, even though men can get breast cancer too, we are the carrier, or the main carriers of breast cancer, because our lymphatic system is blocked. We wear bras. Bras block your lymphatic system. That's the reason why it hurts in these areas after you wear a bra for so long. And I was talking to my mom about that, because I used to come to her as a child and talk to her about the fact that I would always have pains. And I was talking to her about that, and she could never answer. She would just be like, oh, it's just your bra. That's just how it works. Like, you're just a woman. Come to find out, it's not just, oh, it's just your bra. That's just how it is. I don't have big ones. So it was just like confusing to me. Come in to find out and to learn your lymphatic system is blocked. I used to get these red blotchy spots every single time I'd wear a bra, and I wouldn't wear it for a while because I'd wear sports bras because I played a lot of sports. And when I would put a regular bra back on, I would get these red blotchy spots where the straps were. I thought it was because the straps were too tight. That's what I was told, so I would loosen them, and I would still get them. Come to find out, it's because it's the weight pulling you down, and it's blocking your lymphatic system of flowing blood through this area. So think about when you have pain in this area, how much blood is being blocked from coming through here. So I leave you on that. Just think about that, because I know that that's a big issue. Think about it. Like, really sit there and think about it. and you need blood flow. So if you have any questions, please drop them down before I hop off in a few minutes. I would gladly take any of your questions that you have. So it's just a matter of like just understanding and knowing what is going on with our bodies, because we've never been taught how to take care of our body. We've never been taught how to correctly take care of our bodies, because they profit off of us not knowing. They profit off of us poisoning ourselves. And it's a complete system of poisoning us. That's the reason why our clothes are made from plastic. That's the reason why they're trying to get us to eat plastic now. It's just a system of how can they make money and make us not realize that they're poisoning us in between. And it's a shame. It truly is. It's a shame, because we don't deserve to be treated like that. We're people, but we're treated like dollar signs and consumers, not people. And so if you are ready to heal, if you are ready to get back to what our natural design is, and to understand that the Most High has a bigger purpose to us than just being here suffering with diseases and not knowing how we are truly able to heal, then you need to come work with me. Because I hate to say it, because I was one of those people. I know there's a lot of people out there that they question of why God will put this on the earth, why God would do this, and why do we have to suffer? But we don't realize that we are the main cause of our own suffering. That's literally from the beginning. That is fact for fact. We are the main cause. And that's the same thing when we develop illnesses and diseases. It isn't running your family. This isn't something that everybody just has to go through, like they love to say. Because these kids are getting all these different diseases now. RSV, they're bringing out all of this junk. It's because we eat a bunch of crap. And that's the reason why around this time when it starts to get cold, everybody starts to get sick. It's because we eat the same crap we eat all year round. The only difference is during the summer, we get more sunlight. During the summer, we're more likely to eat fruits, because that's the season of all the fruits that we love. And so we get a little bit of flushing, a little bit of nutrients than we normally would during the wintertime. And we're getting sun on top of that, which sun is healing. The sun heals. When the wintertime hits, nobody's being active. Nobody's going outside. Everybody's eating a bunch of junk. You're eating a whole lot of holiday foods, a lot of comfort foods. You're stuffy. You don't feel good. You feel like that all of a sudden now you're coming down with a cold. You get the flu every season. You get pneumonia, whatever else. That's the same thing as you having diseases like diabetes and all the other stuff, heart disease. You have to really sit there and realize that, because all that is stemming from toxins building up inside of your body not healing and releasing on a regular basis. So, because at the end of the day, people don't realize this. Cancer cells are dormant in your body. They produce because we are exposed to chemicals. It's a natural thing that happens in the body. When it's dormant, that means it's getting every single day flushed, offed. They're not thriving. The only difference between a cancer person and a person that has cancer remission and a person on a regular day basis is the fact that the person that has cancer, it's thriving in their body. The person that's in remission, the person that's in remission, that means that they fought off the cancer cells, and now they're back to the space of their body is flushing and releasing. And the person that's everyday normal, that's healing like I am, that heals because I eat correctly, that's because I don't allow it to thrive in my body, because it can never live in a body that is thriving off of the nutrients that it needs, and it's getting enough oxygen, it's getting water on a cellular level, it's hydrated. Cancer thrives in acidity. It thrives in the lack of oxygen and your cells being dehydrated. Society has a bunch of people that are dehydrated on a cellular level. A bunch of people that are not getting enough nutrients. And a lot of people not realizing that their oxygen is not getting deep to a cellular level like it needs to. People who have diabetes are more likely to be dehydrated, because that's just something that comes with it. So you really have to sit there and think about the fact that, have you been doing this all of your life, putting yourself in this panic state, putting your body in this panic state? And are you going to change it and help yourself release it? So I'm not seeing any questions, so I am going to hop off. We will be back on either Sunday or Monday. I'm thinking I'm going to try Sunday, because I feel like Sundays work for us really good. Mondays have not been working lately. I tried to go Sunday and Monday, but it's like that back-to-back of Sunday and Monday just never really works out. So we will be back. You are so welcome. Everybody in the chat, you are so welcome. Like I said, if you have any questions that you don't want to ask in front of others, please DM me. Or if you think about it later, you're just like, oh, I have to ask her this, DM me. I'm very friendly. People act like that I'm scary. Some people I'm serious when I talk a lot. Sometimes I try to not be as serious because it's just like I have to focus on what I'm saying or I'll forget kind of situation. And so I don't want anybody to think like, oh, I'm scary. Oh, I can't talk to her. I can't ask her questions. Ask me questions. You were perfectly fine. Like, it's all the matter of the fact that like you didn't know, becoming aware and then changing. Because you have to become aware in order for you to change. You can't just up and be like, oh, I know what's wrong with me today. Like, you have to become aware of what happened. You have to become aware of like what the issue is. And so I'm here to help you understand the issue of the fact that society is in this big box of normal, and this normal is keeping us ill. This normal has kept us ill. It's keeping us in this cycle of diseases. And it's so easy for you to release it. They're just not teaching you this because the programming is how do we make money? It's not how do we help people. And we know this. And so it's time for us to stop just relying on their word and relying on what they tell us and to start reprogramming. No, I don't rely on what your word is. I hear you. I hear what you're saying. Let me go do my own research. Let me figure out what I know. Okay, based on what I know about healing and health, I know that I don't need to be eating titanium dioxide. I know I don't need citric acid that's made from black mold because majority of these companies don't use the real citrus from citrus fruits. They use black mold because it's cheap. It's easily accessible. They extract it in a lab so it doesn't make you immediately sick, but they still use black mold so that your food doesn't mold. Like, it's insane. It's insane. But I hope everybody enjoys their weekend. Have an amazing, amazing Sunday. And if you celebrate the Sabbath, have an amazing Sabbath. I'm going to enjoy my Sabbath. I have to go do a couple of errands before sundown because I hate this time of the year where the sun goes down earlier and I don't wake up earlier. That's just not it's not my thing. It's just not my thing. So I have to get out, do my errands. So we did come on a little earlier. Usually we try to do later ones on Fridays because everybody's trying to get off from work. They're trying to hurry up and get home. And then we have more engaging topics. But today, like I said, I have things to do before the Sabbath. So I hope everybody has an amazing weekend. Stay blessed. Support yourself. All the links are in my bio. Go check them out. You can get a Klarna Affirm Afterpay. If no link is working, whatever you're looking for, if you don't see it, DM me. And I hope you just enjoy. See you next time. Peace.